so that you kind of take the power back, you take control. We all go, how many times do I have people ask me, hey, what should I eat? And somehow along the way we forgot this instinctual connection with food. So with the reset, we're getting back to that, really that primal, let's eat really good food with some powerful supplements, and then let the body thrive. And that's really, we're getting out of the way. We see it from the science and from what we've learned and set it up in a way that has a power that wherever we came from and whatever we do, those habits collide, and it's either good for us or not good for us. So the reset really comes down to two things. We're getting rid of a bunch of bad stuff that we all of us kind of can get into some bad habits. So we're eliminating some of those toxins. And then we're increasing all of that nutrient food that we haven't been getting. On top of it, the support that we have with the Ultimate Reset is phenomenal. And that new habit-forming activity of preparing your own foods, being intimate with what that is, and doing those habits every day, you literally have this almost intangible benefit that people get. You literally see, and I'm sure all of you can see those people that have done the Ultimate Reset, there's almost this levity in their eyes, in their face, in their skin. They feel, yeah, you know what's gonna happen as a result? Weight is gonna fall off. It's a consequence to feeling better and to being healthy.
You know, it's interesting. I think that a lot of people think of the Ultimate Reset as a 21-day fast.
Yeah.
And they're actually afraid of it. You know, a lot of people are thinking like, oh, yeah, I keep meaning to do that. I keep meaning to do that that Ultimate Reset, and then they never do.
Yeah.
And I will say that as a person who thought that, but who has done the Ultimate Reset a couple times, and I have to say, shockingly, I never felt better when I did it. Something happens. But the one thing is, it's not a fast. It's really, there is a lot of food along with it. So can you talk about what the program is in its entirety?
Yeah, I mean, you start off with weaning off of meat and dairy, the things that can be stressful on the body, on top of all of those toxins I mentioned. So we're getting rid of that. So week one, we're getting ready. We really tell people if you have some of those, you know, habits that are gnarlier with a lot of caffeine, then we're getting you off of that. And then obviously week one and week two, we're moving into some digestive stuff, but it's also not a purgative. So you're not gonna take this and run to the toilet. And there's a lot of cleanses that you can easily do that. As a formulator, I'm sorry to say that if you guys took some of the stuff I know about, I could make all of you shit really easy. Right? But that's not a sign of necessary cleansing. We want to teach the body how to systemically get back to what it knows to do. And then in week three, we're kind of in this restoration side where we're feeding this microbiome. And we're gonna hear more about this. I wrote about it in my book. We talk about it in the Ultimate Reset book. We have some of the best probiotics in the entire industry. And you're gonna hear about that because that is your internal ecosystem. If you take care of what's inside, you will thrive on the outside, period, end of story. And that's really the cornerstone of the Ultimate Reset.
That's awesome. You know, most other science guys, they usually use evacuate your system.
Yeah.
But thanks
Let's just get right to it so I can understand.
Yeah, thanks for coming right out with that. But anyway, so let's talk a little bit about, I mean, there's a food program, you kind of articulated that, and then there's a set of supplements that go along with that.
Yeah.
Tell me, what are the supplements do?
Well, the supplements are there to support the healing and cleansing aspect of the body. We have anti-inflammatory aspects because most people are inflamed, so we have great curcumin and aloe vera. We have systemic enzymes that are really what that is, systemically helping the body. And when you're optimized, you have all the enzymes, and all those enzymes are also other metabolites and other things that are helping support the body thriving. And then of course probiotics. And then we have, you know, the wonderful green blast that we encourage people to get, because you can't really ever get enough powerful green food, because it's got the micronutrient kind of plethora that we are kind of lacking. So again, it's the food with the support and with those supplements that really start directing your body in a healthy, healing way. And we all want to feel better. We all want to have more energy. We all want to sleep better. We all want weight to fall off. And we really do want to learn how to eat again. And that's the cornerstone of the Ultimate Reset, is to really, if it was up to me, we wouldn't stop the Ultimate Reset. There's no, let's just continue at least grabbing some of these habits and taking them with
Well, I think that happens. I mean, that's the one thing that I personally experienced. And I have to tell you, so you are not normal. So you're a unique kind of guy. I'm more normal. And I probably am very similar to many of the people that you guys talk to. And I will say that it was not the first couple days were a little funky when I did the Ultimate Reset. After like the 4th day, not only did I feel great, but I have to say that the habits changed. What you sort of, like, I always thought a salad was something you ate on the side. And suddenly, like, I would start craving those things, and those were the things that I went to. And so what was really exciting is over those 21 days, like, really my mind shifted to a new place. So I really recommend, if you have not done the Ultimate Reset, you've been putting it off, give it a try, because I really think it's one of those things like Shakeology that when you do it, suddenly it's like, wow, this was really, really worth it. But Darin, just before we go, I want to just switch gears, talk about Shakeology for a second. So I have to tell you, you guys have all heard of Taco Tuesday. Well, I've known Darin now for almost 10 years. So right when I started Beachbody, Darin and Isabel were coming in, and they were just formulating Shakeology. And we had, instead of Taco Tuesday, we had Tuesday tastings. And I have to say, I hated Tuesdays, because Darin and Isabel come in and they lay out these little things for us to taste, these early samples of Shakeology, and Darin would be like, feel the bouquet. And it was like, if that is a bouquet, then I never want to see another flower again. And so it was just horrible. And every Tuesday he would come in and they would say, but it's so healthy. And I'd say, I can't get it past my lips. And, but so it's remarkable that we were able to we didn't compromise that, and yet we were able to find that flavor profile. It took a long time to do.
A long time.
But I think that it was our integrity that kept that product at what it is.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, these botanicals that are literally, they're tested and we use them, and they come from amazing places around the world and have been used for thousands of years. Some of those tastes are intense, right? So it took a while. My taste buds
are different than
might be a little different than this guy's, and because those are trained. So when I taste something, I feel the medicinal qualities of them, and then it kind of lights me up on another level. Yeah, I know I'm different, but when you see the gag reflex of the other people, then you kind of go, okay. So that time of formulating was difficult and long, because I was formulating for all of you that I haven't met yet, right? It wasn't about me. It was, what can I do? What can this be? This Shakeology can be a catalyst for some of the greatest nutrient-dense ingredients in the world, but if it doesn't taste good, y'all ain't drinking it, right? So we worked really carefully, and the flavoring world is kind of gnarly. It's kind of covered up, and there's natural flavors, and there's kind of natural, and there's all this stuff. So by looking under the hood of all of that stuff, we realized, oh, we have to set our own standard and tell them what we don't want and what we want. And so that's what really created the transition to make it taste good without putting all of the crap
and I just want to say that it could have been, because it could have been really easy when we started the network to say, hey, we need a shake, so let's go, get some soy protein isolate shake with artificial flavors and get it out to the market. And I will say that because of the integrity, the very high integrity of Darin, Isabel, Carl, they would not let that happen. And we had to keep working and working and working until we got something that had the benefits that he had and a flavor that everybody could enjoy. So thank you very much on that. All right, Darin, we're out of time, but I just want to leave you guys. They like to take something away every time from Summit. And the last time I was with Darin, I was a little stressed, and he said, well, are you breathing properly? And I said, well, I'm still here. And then he said, no, I'm sure you're not breathing properly. So he taught me a little breathing lesson. I thought maybe you could just share it with everybody. So go ahead. You lead, because I actually haven't done it since you showed it to me.
You put me on the spot. So if any of you read my book, oxygen is a big part, stress and all that stuff, so we're going to do a little something. You're sitting down, so we're not going to pass out. Okay. So, we're all going to breathe together. You're going to breathe in, let it out. Breathe in, let it out. Two more. And you can breathe all the air out. Breathe in one more. Breathe out and hold on the exhale. Hold. Hey, that's it. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, Darin Olien! Was I the only one kind of cramping up during that exercise? I don't know. Anyway, really exciting. Great. The next set of speakers are really, I love them. I love listening to them. Every time I hear them, they say the same thing over and over again. There's some dynamic where they work together that you don't see very often.